Hey everyone, it's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway. Our starting pitcher in this one, Xavier Curry. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Now the 0-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Next offering misses, and the count 1-2. Just a weak fly ball this time. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Chris, Trey Turner's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. You think speed with Trey Turner, but a guy who impacts the game with his slug as well. And that's down and away.
Yeah, he's kind of a thin, wiry guy, but packs some punch with the bat. But I got to say, the speed does jump out, and it's on both sides of the ball where he can change the game.
On the ground to the left. Slings to first. 2 away here in the top of the first.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 3, Bryce.
Here's Bryce Harper. There's a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. And the 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. Stays alive. Righty to the plate. That one misses. Now 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
The next pitch misses, and the count is 2-2.
It's a good take.
2-2. Smoked on the ground to second. Jimenez throw to first. Harper retired. That's the third out. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Now the Guardians will get their shot, still scoreless. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. And on the hill here today, Aaron Nola. What do we have on him?
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
The left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
New inning getting started. Here's Nicholas
The
Castellanos.
right fielder, number 8, Nick.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. He was late there, strike one.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And 1-2.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Just off the outside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a pitch. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
This is Bryson Stott. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Righty delivers. And that is cut on and missed. That's strike 2.
That's a really big swing right there. He's got to remember, with this speed, a walk or a single can turn into extra bases by stealing a base or 2.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
JT Realmuto in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Realmuto was an outstanding high school quarterback, was signed to go play quarterback at Oklahoma State, but when he was scouted in high school, he was mainly a shortstop. Marlins scouts decided after seeing him catch one time that if they drafted him, they would convert him to catcher. The 1-2. In the dirt. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Guardians 2 and the Phillies nothing. Back here in Cleveland, and here's the rookie center fielder, Will Brennan.
The center fielder.
Nola's a guy who registers a lot of strikeouts. In fact, he's had 220 or more strikeouts in 3 different seasons. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now it's Alec Bohm.
The third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Curry back to work. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. And a good eye there. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. And one away in the top of the 3rd.
Batting it, the center fielder, number 16, Brandon
Marsh steps to the plate. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Here's Jake Cave now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
That misses, and that is ball 1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Marsh, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering clips the zone, count even at 2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball misses. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Well, they tried to press their luck a little after having just picked up their first hit of this ball game. So that caught stealing kind of stinks. Can't blame them for trying to get something going offensively, but so far it's just not happening for these guys.
Three-two. On the ground. And foul ball. And he deals. Line to left. Gets down, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Now batting, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Flied to right his first time. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Now remember, Kyle Schwarber grew up in Ohio, and so he got a chance to watch a lot of really good Cincinnati Reds teams. His favorite players growing up were Barry Larkin and Ken Griffey Jr. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Next pitch is inside, and that's ball one.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
One, two now.
Ball, that's it.
Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
That's one you don't see a whole lot. A 3-2 count and a breaking ball in a 3-2 count that hits the batter. I mean, that seems like more of a high leverage mistake where there's just a little too much pressure and the pitcher doesn't execute. But early in the ball game, I mean, you want to see guys go after hitters, especially when you've got a good fastball. You got to run that in on the hands if you're going to miss with something.
And he's in safely at third as a run scores.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now here is Harper. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Pitch misses. Ball one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. It's 3-3.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
2 outs. Runner on first. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Checks over to first. Back safely. In there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Ball one there.
2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Kicks and deals. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Two outs. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Out to short. On to Jimenez. And that is that. So they get 3 and draw even. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. All tied up at 3 apiece. Here in Cleveland, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the plate, Josh Bell.
First baseman, Josh.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And welcome back. On to the fourth. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott.
The wind and the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Phils doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And there's a ball.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Line drive, caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
JT Realmuto steps in. 0 for 1 so far. High fly ball, right field. Fry drifts towards it, hauls it in for the out.
The batter, the third baseman.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Out towards right center field. Fry under it. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still tied 3-3. Back now at Progressive Field. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Cam Gallagher. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 5th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That's inside.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Next offering is in for a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And a pitch. Lifted in the air, out to left. Kwan pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Jake Cave stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And that's in there for strike 1. On the ground to short. Freeman tossed to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Xavier Curry will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Trevor Stephan.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
And here it comes. And that one is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
There's the strike, 3-1. The other way, and he beats the shift. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Pitcher's away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Trey Turner at the plate. That one's in there, 0-1. Schwarber on at second with 2 down. High fly ball, shallow right field. And that is that. One left for Philadelphia, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Third baseman.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him. Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
And welcome back. Now, Bryce Harper.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
The pitch. That's in there. Strike 1.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The 0-1. That's towards center. Kwan settles underneath it. Calls it in, and there's one away.
The right fielder, number 8.
And now the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. That one ran inside, almost got him. Stephan goes 6 feet 5 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Swings through that one.
He can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
One down, Phillies down a run. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
So 2 down now, and here is Bryson Stott. On a line out towards center. And that's a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder, David Fry. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. All set for the start of the inning. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Stephan back to work. Here comes a pitch. Late swing, fouled off. Oh, 2 now. And that one is lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
No outs. Runner at first. And digging in for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. And a sac bunt here. Bell. And they tag him out with a single base runner because of all the power. They are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Tim Herron gets handed the rock out of the pen. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh, 1 for 2.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
In there, and it's 0-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Run comes in from second. Tie ball game, 4-4.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now the left fielder, Jake Cave. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Pinch hitter coming on, Edmundo Sosa. And this is a big at-bat in this ball game.
Number 33, Edmundo Sosa.
First offering misses the mark.
Count 1-0.
Tied at 4. Foul ball. Here's a 1-1. There's a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Tosses to first. Got him.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Back to the top of the lineup. And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
The next offering misses. And a count 2-1. The pitch comes up empty. That's strike 2. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. In the dirt, but kept close. Throw to first, and it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. All even now at 4 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. F. Hoffman gets the call from the pen.
He's got some of the best swing and miss stuff going right now. He's striking out hitters at a very high rate this year, so this should be fun to watch.
Now into the game, Johan Rojas. He'll be out in left field.
Number 18, Johan.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit.
Leading off for the Guardians, the shortstop, Tyler Freeman.
New arm out of the bullpen, Michael Kelly. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Number 58, Michael Kelly.
Here's Turner now. 1 for 3.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And the pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Here's Harper now. Swings and misses. Strike 1. The tying run at the plate. Swung on, belted. Brennan going back, racing back some more. Back some more. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Castellanos in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
The 0-2.
Too high.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
Next one is off the plate. 2-2. That one hit to right. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Phillies down in order. They trail it 5-4. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Andres Jimenez.
Guardians, the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
A new pitcher in the game, Matt Strom.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Here comes Emmanuel Clase out of the bullpen.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
All set to start the 9th in this one. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. The pitch. That's in there. That's strike 1. And fouled off. Here's the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And one gone.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the guys that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
He's 2 outs away. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies, known for his late inning heroics. That clips the zone. 0-1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Over to first, and he saved.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
0-2 now. On the ground right side. Oh, great stop. Throw sails over his head at first. And he's going to make it up to second base as that's a 2-base error.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
2 on, 1 out. And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going With the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
And a foul ball. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Lifted in the air, right field. Makes the grab. Both runners tagging. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 5-5.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Now it's the DH, Kyle Schwarber. This guy with light tower power. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a foul ball.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Nick Sandlin up and throwing for Terry Francona. Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. And he chases that one. Good job at damage control right there.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the ninth. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Tyler Freeman. So 2 down. Here's Jose Ramirez. A switch hitter batting right.
Ramirez.
Ball 4, take your base.
Here's Josh Naylor.
So he came up clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
We're in extras here, and now the shortstop, Trey Turner. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Clase back to work. Swing and a ball popped up. Freeman should have this one. And there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Bryce Harper to the plate.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Nick Sandlin getting ready to go. Morgan getting loose as well. That one misses. And that's ball 2. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
That one fouled off. Now time called at the plate. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nick Castellanos. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. And a foul ball.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly what the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Schwarber at second with 2 down. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Phillies strand 1. This ball game still tied 5-all. Back now at Progressive Field, bottom of the inning. And now here is Josh Bell. So a big opportunity here with the score tied and that runner on second to start the bottom of the inning.
Yeah, and you know they're eager to cash in. You just don't want to come out of your
base open at first now. And here's the intentional walk. They might be trying to set up the double play with nobody out. Now a move being made at second base. On to pinch run, Ahmed Rosario. He's a potential winning run, so they're hoping he can score in a base hit. Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. One down, and now the right fielder, David Fry.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Craig Kimbrell.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty, but he should definitely be well rested.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies.
Look for him to hit behind the runner, perhaps shoot it to the right side.
And a pitch. And he lays down a bunt. Grabs it barehanded, gathers and throws. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt. But they get the out. Way to go.
On the mound now, Nick Sandlin. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Number 52, Nick Sandlin.
And now it is JT Realmuto, known for his rocket arm behind the plate.